Good evening, and welcome to Teacher Talk Tuesdays. This is your host, Dr. Yvonne Henderson. Today, I would like to talk about summer school. Why do we send kids to summer school? After 9 months of school, 187 days, if your child is not doing what they need to do to get what they need to get, why are we sending them to summer school for a couple of weeks? Is it really going to improve? Is it really going to make a difference? But then schools do this and it's contingent upon them finishing summer school in order to go to the next grade. Well, if they couldn't keep up and do what they needed to do to be promoted to the next grade in 187 days, what makes you think they're going to be ready and prepared to now move on to the next grade level after 2 to 3 weeks? The educational system is so backwards. Instead of spending more time and creating more programs and more interventions for students during the regular school year, they'd rather waste taxpayers' monies during the summer, wasting parents' time and kids' time during the summer when they're really not retaining the knowledge that they're giving. They're not focused, they're not paying attention. And in this day and age, this year, with the epidemic and the COVID-19, if students weren't coming in online to finish out the last 6 weeks, 8 weeks of school, what makes you think they are going to come in now to finish and get something done? They're not paying attention. They're not focused. I can guarantee you that students around the world who are trying to go to summer school now to make up for what they didn't do in the last 8 weeks are not doing any more than they did before. And teachers, don't they need a break? We've busted our tails and done everything we could do, everything we know to do in 187 days. And now you want us to give up more time away from our families, away from being able to relax and to get ready for the next year. For me, I stopped teaching summer school, oh, wow, some time ago, at least 10 years ago. I stopped teaching summer school. Why? Because it was a burnout. When you teach for 9 months straight, and then you're supposed to be off for the summer for 3 months to regroup, get yourself together, work with your family, spend time with your family, and regroup, and come back in August refreshed and ready to go with a sound mind and ready to improve things. It's hard to do when you go straight from teaching in the classroom with maybe 3 days off, and then you're right back in there doing the same thing for those who never came in to even learn to begin with. But you're giving it your all. You are constantly giving it your all, but you're tired. You didn't have time to regroup. You didn't have time to focus. You didn't have time to prepare lessons. You didn't have time to do a whole lot of things. So, are you really giving the students your best you as a teacher? Are we really giving them the best? Probably not. So why waste our time teaching summer school? Let the teachers have a break. With this pandemic, summer schools started in June. Actually, last week was the first week of summer school. And we go back to school in August, August 7th. But yet you're going to tie up teachers until mid-July teaching with no break, maybe a couple of weeks, and then they have to come right back in August and jump right back in it. Burnout. That's how we lose a lot of teachers. That's how we lose good teachers because they don't have time to regroup. We push, 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 but we don't give them time to regroup, recalculate, and recover from what they've already done for the last 187 days. We have to be a little bit more sensitive for our teachers to be able to give them the stamina that they need, to be able to give them their breaks that they need, to give them the rest they need. People always say, oh, teachers got it the best because they get 3 months off in the summer. No, not really. When you think about the planning, the PDs that you have to go to, the summer trainings that they want you to go to, you don't have that time off. You're still thinking, you're still working, you're still functioning, you're still planning, you're still trying to get things ready for the next year. You don't have time to sit idle and rest and not do anything. My mind is constantly going. Even though I'm not teaching summer school, I'm constantly thinking about what can I do different when school starts? What am I going to do different? I'm at a new school. I didn't start at this school in August. I started in January. I was there at the end of January, taught through February, and March the epidemic hit, and I wasn't there. So now I have to prepare my mind of what it's going to be like coming back in August with students who may or may not be in the classroom. We may have to start remotely again. How is that going to look? So give the teachers time in the summer to take a breather, to breathe, to rest, to function, and to think about what their next steps are. What are they going to do and where do we go from here? So this has been my soapbox about summer school and why we should or should not do it. If you have any comments, please send them to me at Teacher Talk Tuesdays. And that's TEACHERTALK, the number 2, UESDAYS@gmail.com. Drop me a line. Drop me a comment and get ready because I will be taking Teacher Talk Tuesdays to YouTube. So you can put a face with the name. Maybe I can have some guests to come on and join me in my talks and we can have some dialogues going. I'll be doing some Facebook Lives for Teacher Talk Tuesday and hopefully having some guests on those shows. So next year is going to look a little different. And I look forward to seeing you in a different platform and taking Teacher Talk Tuesday to another level. So, thank you for joining me. This has been your host, Dr. Yvonne Henderson, with Teacher Talk Tuesdays.